Hello everyone and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Virgo for October 2021. I hope all my Virgo friends are doing well. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that do not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today, dear Virgo. In the past position, we do have the Page of Swords clarified by the Hierophant. In the challenging position, we do have the Nine of Wands clarified by the Emperor. In the present position, we have the Devil clarified by the Four of Pentacles. And in the future outcome position, we do have the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Knight of Swords. A really strong spread, but there is going to be a lot definitely happening in the month of October for you, dear Virgo. If we start from the beginning, we do see that you have the Page of Swords, and this is actually the best position for the page to be in because the pages are still, immature when it comes to energy. They are, they have a lot of information, they have a lot of knowledge, but they don't know how to connect it all to create wisdom out of it. And so you have leveled up, you have learned a lot of wisdom, you have applied knowledge that you learned from the past. This is a really strong combination because you also have the Hierophant who brings the earth element, who brings stability, who brings security to the knowledge and the information that you've gathered and the ambitions that you have developed for yourself as well. The Hierophant is great because he is someone who really follows traditions well. He follows rules. He's very conservative in his approach. He has a very strong belief system as well. So this definitely created a strong foundation for you, dear Virgo, from which you continue to benefit to this day. And of course, in the challenging position, we do have the Nine of Wands, which is definitely a card of feeling tired, feeling that like there's a lack of motivation, lack of energy. You may feel more lethargic than normal, especially around the middle of the month. And as we approach the end of the month, I think the energy is going to pick up and it's going to be easier to deal with. But interestingly, you do have the Emperor here in the clarifying position. Normally, I love the Emperor because, he suggests that you are leveling up because he is super strict and he, knows how to use discipline towards leveling up. He uses it, as to move forward and achieve his goals. But when you have the Emperor in the challenging position, it could mean that, there is a little bit of chaos happening around you in the month of October. There may be, lack of leadership. There may be lack of order even. It may feel towards the middle of the month like things are moving forward chaotically. There's not a particular order to them. And so that may create a disorienting feeling, confusing feeling. But if you stay committed to the task at hand, if you do work through these this lack of motivation, if you will get back on the right track. We all sometimes feel lack of motivation. We all feel like, not a lot of things are progressing forward. Wands or are all about movement. And so when you have the Wands in the challenging position, there's a lack of movement, if you will. But definitely you may be feeling like you are, not as determined. And so it may be, so it's very important to meditate throughout the month of October. It's also very important to check in with yourself to make sure that you have, enough rest, that you are able to kind of recalibrate yourself moving forward. Because the month of October is a very pivotal month in this year, 2021, the year of the bull. And there are a lot of planets that are moving, especially in October. So that will have an effect on all of us. So it's important to check in with yourself and stay grounded, connect with something that is bigger than yourself. And of course, the most important thing to do in the month of October is to maintain high vibrational energy, especially when there is low vibrational energy all around you. And that, helps when you meditate, because the more you meditate, the more it adds up over time, and the more, the stronger your inner voice becomes. And that way you can actually actually listen to your inner voice rather than to, different feelings that may be kind of bringing you back into the low vibrational energy. It's interesting that in the present position, we do have the devil, and the devil is all about being obsessed with something. It could be that you're focusing too much on a specific relationship. It could be that you're focusing too much on a status, because the Four of Pentacles is all about, holding on to materialistic things, perhaps like a specific car, a house, the clothing that we wear, how other people perceive our financial stability. But it could also be about a specific situation as well. There is something that you are focusing a little too much on. We do see chains around these people. So it could be that an unhealthy obsession may be holding you back from moving forward. Sometimes the devil shows up when we, like too much attention, when we like spending too much money on something. The divine here is bringing this to your attention so that you can readjust and adapt your perception and release yourself from chains, and release yourself from being held back by an unhealthy pattern of behavior, so that you can, join freedom and move forward. Now, in the future outcome position, we do have the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Knight of Swords. The Two of Pentacles definitely suggests that towards the end of the month, you will be juggling different priorities in your life. You may be juggling different situations that require your attention. It will be emotionally somewhat difficult, because we do see that this Two of Pentacles person that's holding the Pentacles, behind him the sea is rocky, the ships are going up and down. So you may be feeling inside, like you have some anxiety and you have some stress, but I think that you will be able to overcome the small obstacles that are presented to you. And what the divine here is urging you to basically have more of in your life is balance. The divine is saying that you should balance your life, where you are spending equal time on people in your life, on different situations in your life, on personal and professional, has to be equal. Otherwise, when you spend too much time on one, the other one, of course, suffers. And you will have clarity, because you do have the Knight of Swords. He's someone who likes to take action immediately. He's someone who's very determined. He moves fast, and he likes to defend and stand by his beliefs. He's, somewhat aggressive as well, because he understands that in life you sometimes have to be aggressive in order to be, in order to come out victorious, if you will. But let's see what we can clarify with the two energy oracle cards that I pulled. And we have Appreciation and the Thinking Woman. Very interesting. Appreciation is definitely all about choosing gratitude. This card shows a woman holding a single rose. She enjoys the scent and beauty of the single blossom, yet around her and behind her are a lot of bushes, rose bushes. She could be focusing on those, worried that she might get caught up in the prickly branches of difficulty. Instead, she's pausing to experience the blessing of the single flower. The sun is breaking through the clouds, shining on her choice and on the tiny buds waiting to open up. This card is telling you that you have much to be grateful for, and like the flowering bush behind the woman on the card, there's more to come that you can't yet see. Congratulate yourself for every moment that you choose appreciation, because this decision will shift your consciousness from lack to value, and it's guaranteed to bring more worth and richness to you. And of course, the affirmation for this card is, I choose to see and appreciate the beauty and value around me. I increase my gratitude every day, and I'm attracting even more to be grateful for. What a wonderful card. Doesn't actually show up very often. So definitely take that message to heart, dear Virgo. And of course, the Thinking Woman. She's a female of wisdom and understanding. This card shows a woman holding a book, standing before a staircase, ready to lead you to higher understanding. This woman could be a friend who helps you express and understand your feelings, or she could be a teacher, a relative, someone brought to your life at this time to take you in a new direction. This could also be a new love interest with a woman who is thoughtful and conscious and aware. Or, like the thinking man, the card could represent a side of you that's ready to blossom and bring clarity and assistance to the world. Maybe you are the one who is, giving other people wisdom and leading them to a higher knowledge. If so, find your voice and let your wisdom shine. And the affirmation for this card is, I open my mind and I open my heart to my own inner wisdom. I am thoughtful, I am focused, and I am clear. Wow, really, really important message. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Virgo. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.